Hi, I'm Webb, founder and CEO of Flowdrop. We help busy teams spend less time on boring tasks and more time creating. If you can chat, you can build. Welcome to Flowdrop Basics. Let's get you building fast.
All right, in this tutorial, we'll create a simple flow where you upload a PDF into a reader node, and then we'll translate that reader node into, some Google Sheet information. We'll extract the stuff from the PDF that we're going to upload. We'll show you how easy it is to go from idea to automation. We'll upgrade and run our workflow, and it will all be done in less than 2 minutes. So let's go ahead. All right, I want a workflow that I can upload a PDF of an invoice to, and it structure all of the invoice items and their prices. And then, okay, let's just get that to work. All right, so now we're generating. All right, once we get to the next page with our workflow, we're gonna go ahead and make it so that it creates a spreadsheet with the name of the invoice that we've uploaded. All right, so let's go ahead and add a spreadsheet that has this name. Let's see, a Google Sheet that we create, and then name the name of the invoice that we are uploading. And let's write each item to this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and create a new spreadsheet with this workflow, name it the same name as the invoice, and then go ahead and put all the invoice items in that spreadsheet. So you can imagine you have like some lengthy PDF version of an invoice or a receipt or some document given to you by a company. Maybe it's 100 items long, and you need to take it and put it in one of your company spreadsheets. So this is a pretty typical use case that we see. We're going to go in and manually trigger it. We've got it's going to read the invoice that we upload. Look, you can see that the workflow is already adapted. Okay, so we got that create a spreadsheet, right line item for the sheet. All right, so now that we're done that, we're going to go in here, go ahead and get a invoice. All right, we're going to go ahead and upload that. All right, so now you notice you can drag and drop any of these nodes. Let's say that we have something specific that we want to do. We can go ahead and add some more nodes, but we've uploaded our invoice. We're creating an invoice with the name of the file that we just created, and then now it's going to write everything. So let's just give it a run. All right, so we read it. Now it looks like we're extracting all the invoice data. Boop, 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 boop. You can see the little loading sign here. This out of the way so you can see a little bit better. All right, now we're going to go ahead and write every single line item to that spreadsheet. Okay, so it looks like we're done. All right, we have invoice, WM access, internet invoice data, sample invoice. All right, and looks, went ahead and grabbed all those invoice items. Now you can structure this a little bit better. You can change the way that the spreadsheet is made. You can make it so that it copies a template of a spreadsheet that you already have. You can make it a little bit more personalized. But this is an example of how quickly you can get a workflow that's up and running. You take a real life problem, you have the spreadsheet, you have this invoice, you need to go from the invoice to the spreadsheet, and really you can accomplish it in just a couple minutes with Flowdrop. So imagine you have like 100 of these invoices that come in every day, and you have an employee that spends 24 hours a week doing this kind of work, and now they can spend maybe 2 hours a week or 3 hours a week, or cut their work time in like 80% more time to do other tasks, right? They're more valuable for your business, maybe creative tasks, but it stacks up. So, thanks for joining me today for this tutorial. Hopefully you learned a little bit and you're more comfortable navigating the Flowdrop app.